I need your address, Ryan. I need to send you a broom.
A
It's gonna be
broom.
a sweep. Sweep.
Uh,
Uh,
No sweep.
Hey,
We'll get one.
our started pitching, man. We got Gladstone, we got Yamamoto, and then we got um um Otani.
I know.
I mean, it's like, dude, you guys have I don't know what you guys gonna do. But the
You have
Blue Jays are good. The Blue Jays are good too, so hey.
$100 million difference in the payroll.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Ain't the Dodgers' fault that they didn't want to pay their players. I mean, the Dodgers were there. They're willing to spend the money. Hey,
Yeah,
you know,
they got the money. They got the
yeah,
money.
they do.
Yeah.
Is it crazy right now in Toronto?
It's insanity.
Really?
I'm staying the hell out of the city.
Oh man, I would love to go. Oh,
Game 6 on for the Seattle game, there were cars abandoned on the highway. It was so backed up. They were walking down the highway to get to the stadium and left the cars on the highway.
wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. I'll
Yeah.
just get it out of impound later. Yeah, yeah. Just who cares? We're walking. And the ticket prices right now are just insane for game one and two. Probably way more than the impound cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now the tickets are upwards of like 25,000 a seat.
Wow.
25,000 a seat.
Yeah,
Whoa.
on the
That.
secondary market. It's stupid. I'll watch from a TV.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're in the wrong business, guys. Yeah. We need
Yeah.
to be in the ticket scalping business or something.
20 25,000. Good Lord. I was thinking about going to the game 3 and 4, but damn, forget it now.
Those are Canadian funds, so it's like $50 US. Yeah. That's right. Just bring a ham sandwich, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to trade.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that one. The Dodger dogs, they suck. They're overrated.
Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? What are the biggest challenges you're facing right now at your shop? Is it getting help or yeah, and if so, like what help? Is it finding installers, finding office people, salespeople? What can we do to help? What can we do to
Right
make
now, for us, for me, it's consistency of customers getting showers. I mean, it's like it's dead. Like my board, I have a whiteboard of all my jobs, and I only have I mean, like 2 showers, and the rest is like commercial and some other stuff. But man, it's. I mean, if it wasn't for like our other stuff that we do, we'd be in trouble. You know, be kind of scary. But good thing that's why we do IG units. Man, I don't care. We'll go replace those. I pay somebody bills.
Yeah.
I'll never pull out of that game. That's ridiculous. Anybody does that, but I mean, it's it saved us. But yeah, shower doors consistently. I like it's 1 week I'm ordering one or two a day. Now I'm like one a week. So it's a crazy market right now. I don't know how everybody is, but I get these guys. Oh, we're busy. Okay, well then good for you. But yeah, but us, man,
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't know.
how much marketing do you do?
We do quite a bit. I have elite marketing that does my stuff, but I've been kind of lazy on my end. I send them content, so I think that's probably falls on me. But I have them. They usually take care of my stuff for me.
That's cool.
I'll do Facebook every once in a while, and then yeah, I'm number one in Google. So if you search shower doors in my area, I'm number one. I'm on the top. I have the most. I have the most reviews, the most. You know, everything. I mean, I have like over I don't know 150 reviews, I think, or 120, something like that.
Awesome.
So I mean, I guess that helps people going to your page. I mean,
Absolutely.
so I don't know, but it's like I said, it's we don't. I mean, I don't do a whole ton. I mean, like I said, the whole transitioning of what we're doing now is like it's hard to juggle two things at one time sometimes.
Mhm.
Two
Right.
sides of business.
yeah, so sometimes it's good to have one foot in all the other classwork.
Yeah.
You don't have to close down.
We're not close down. We're taken care of. We have enough, but it's just, it's not like, but my sales reps, I talked to one today. He took me out of breakfast and he told me everyone is slow. Everywhere is slow up and down the coast.
You, Tim, same thing?
It's slowed down, but it's picking back up.
Yeah.
But
We need that coastal money, those people, those heavy pockets over there. We need that kind of money.
oh yeah. No,
Silicon
there's one
Valley.
house today that had six shower doors, and the other house where like has five, and he's going to build three more houses, and I do all the work. So
I am bidding a shower door. I am bidding a job with 14 bathrooms and a bunch of windows and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna get that. That's a lot of. Just the first floor has 44 windows. I'm like, what the heck? Why do people need so many windows? So I have more choices to jump out or what? Okay.
That's right.
Hmm.
That's right. Yeah, when the stock goes belly up, man, you want to have a good window to jump out of. And get some of that dot-com money, over here, not too far away. We're about 30 miles from Silicon Valley right here. So they a lot of like beach houses over in Santa Cruz, second homes, third homes, fifth homes, whatever.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty nice, man. It's a good clientele. Generally nice people too, It's like it's funny how the difference between like old money and new money, It's like a lot of the people here, like our traditional customers are people who've, made their money like in their own career. And so they're just kind of like regular people, they're not like they don't come from wealthy families or anything. They're just, just got lucky, went to work for the right company and got stock options and whether it was like Google or whatever, a lot of those guys, just hit it big.
Well, I got a I got a story for you on shower doors calls. I I went last week without really many any calls for shower doors, but it was fall break, so I was like, hey, maybe you know, uh, maybe something's going on there. And then the week before that, it was fall break in Davidson County. The week before that, I really didn't get many calls. It was like two calls, and it was fall break for Williamson County. So I was like, okay, maybe it's that, everyone's on break. They're going to Florida. Who knows? Um, and my estimator was like, hey, I'm worried. Like something's going on. I was like, yeah, something's going on, but I can only attribute it to fall break. Well, fall break's over. That Monday comes around, the end of the day. And he's like, any calls? And I was like, man, we had like one call. Like, that's crazy. He thinks to check the website, and the website has been down since the last week of October.
No.
So the website was down, but I was still getting clicks. It was just going nowhere. So I have a nice big bill with Google AdWords with zero phone calls. So check your website is my point for to see what's going on with shower doors.
Yeah, I think there's Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's like a service, an app, or even a website or something that will send you a message and tell you if your website's down.
Yeah, there's quite a few things. We try to, there's so many scenarios just like that where we're slow, what's wrong? And the answer has been us more than a few times. That's embarrassing over the years, but it's those little learning experience where the issue happens and then you create a failsafe. and then a different issue happens and it creates another failsafe. So we had sometimes it's check your website, other times it's check your actual phone number to see if your number might look right, but when they click it, there's a whole different number they're going to, a competitor's or a broken link. So everything might look right. So we started implementing what I love about Craig at Elite Results Marketing, and what we do at Follow Up for our users is try to schedule regular tests of all your entry points. And you don't need our system or Elite Results to do this. This is just something that you should have someone doing that good experts and professionals do, which is mimic your customer experience from every entry point you have on a regular basis and track every aspect of it. We got a form fill. Did we get the email in the right inbox? Did they pop up in the right opportunity card? Did all those answers go to the right place? We got a phone call. We tested the text message. We tested that QR code, because over time we create 20 forms, 15 phone numbers, 30 codes, and we expect all this stuff to work. These Facebook pages, all this. But if we don't have regular checkups, then we'll find our Yelp thing wasn't sending us updates like we thought, and 15 people have messaged us over 2 weeks inquiring about projects, and our Yelp response rate went from lightning bolt fast, responds in 1 minute, check out these guys, to business hardly responds up to 48 hours, and now we got ranked lower. Nothing changed, but us knowing that they came through. And that's true of all the things. Luckily, Soul caught it before it went on forever, but wasted ad spend, wasted everything. Like, man, now what do you do to make sure that goes up? Create that little habitual process of regular check marks, a company that does it for you, or set up these little services like Chris mentioned, that'll tell you when these things are down. You just got to fill in the checklist of what these things are. But man, that's a real thing, and it's only going to get realer as we go more into tech world, not farther away. Like AWS going down the other day, shut down billions of dollars of business for everyone, whether they like it or not. What fail safes do you have in place when that happens, if any? That's like real things we got to look at going forward for everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point. That's crazy. I mean, people don't realize how many websites are managed by Amazon. Like they have a huge footprint as far as like just hosting websites. And when it goes down, man, it's like half the internet goes
Our
down.
CRM was down.
Yeah, actually, with that,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
Crazy. Yeah, I used to get an email from, I'm trying to remember what the name of the website was. And I don't know, somehow just in all whatever doing stuff, registering my website. I think it was like one of those services where it just gets you listed with like um all the search engines. Like this back in the day, I don't know if this even exists anymore. I think because I think everything's just Google now and nothing else really matters, or AI really now is kind of doing it. But it used to be there were all so many search engines, and there was this one particular, you go to one service and then put your information in there. It would just get you listed. It would just submit your website to all of the search engines. And I think it was through that service that it was just always keeping an eye on my website. And if it was down, I'd get an email, hey, your website's offline. And even if it was like for 10 minutes, I get that email. And by the time I check on it, usually it was back, back up. But so there's stuff like that.
Yeah, I pay Yext is the main one I use, and I have like a premium subscription with them. So like you go to their site and you pay like $90 a month for their premium stuff, or whatever their premium plan is, but I buy it in bulk, so I get it at like $50 a month for their premium tier stuff, because I bought so many licenses of them. But I always recommend that one. There's a few services just like Yext, but what it does is goes to those 70 business directories that are around your area. that are stupid, erroneous, and waste of time for you to go to create profiles, claim it, update. You just go to X or a listing service like it, give them your business info, name, number, address, services, what you represent, your right information, period. And then every month throughout the month, they push out that listing to Apple Maps, BBB, and Baidu, and a list of 70 other directories that they list that's around you, Yellow Pages. These places you could go Google your business name and go through every single Google page and see where you're at, how you're listed, how you're not listed. Whenever you use one of these services, now you have about 70 imprints across these Google pages when you start looking for your business. And those are just more footprints that when you start searching your business over time and you've existed, you find old emails, old links, old numbers, old everything, especially as you change things over 20 years. Man, we got crazy email names and pages and changes we've made over the Austin location. But those things, like you pay, instead of doing it manually, which most of us want to do, that's what I did first, DIY. Why pay them? I can do it myself. 70 listings later, I'm like, just pay them $30 a month at my bulk rate, and it's going to be done every month, whether or not. And if we make one business change, update it, and it pushes it out to these maps. And I know our business information is correct no matter where people find us. Like, worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how time goes by so fast. And things change so quickly, and then you realize, oh man, like what you're saying about, oh, they've got like old email addresses or old phone numbers or old addresses, it's like this is just obsolete, but it's still out there just kind of hanging around. I was I put an album up on CD Baby like back in like '03, '04, something like that. And I was thinking about this record. I was like, oh man, because I do when I'm doing social media posts, I'm getting strikes for music, right? So it's like I'm doing a video in one of these apps, and there's like this music that they include that's supposed to be public domain. So I'm just like, oh yeah, snagging that little clip out of there, doing the post, and then YouTube's giving me a copyright violation, saying, oh yeah, you can't use that. That's copyrighted. Well, I just got this out of like whatever the Apple what is it? iMovie or whatever. It's like, how could it be like copyright restricted? Oh, so I thought, well, I've got an album, with music, but I don't have it on my computer anymore. I don't even know if I've got a CD somewhere. I do. It wasn't a very good album. Don't bother to listen to it. But I thought, but I could just grab my own music off there, and use it in my videos. That's a good idea. So I went looking for it, and I thought, oh yeah, it's on CD Baby. So I went there and I found the album up there. But like, I think the email address that I used to register, I don't think I have anymore. Because it's been like literally like 20 years since I've logged into it. So it's pretty funny, man. I'm on there like trying to figure out like how to get access to my music. Maybe there's some money in there. They probably owe me like over $1 or something by now. I need to collect that up. So I'm trying to figure out how to get in touch with them if I say, hey, yeah, I'm lame. I don't even know what my old email address was, but I can probably prove this is me. I don't think anybody else would claim this because it's not that good. Yeah, it's fun. Fun stuff. What else? What are your challenges? Daniel, what are your challenges today, man? What are you up against?
Right now I kind of we're a little bit slow, but not too slow. I mean, our challenge is calling, scratching and calling for some work, like figuring out what to do and coordinate it with the guys. So I got my dad's going on a vacation, so now I'm kind of in charge of filling in the schedule a little bit. We don't really make our schedule too far out. at all, especially when things are like this. So, just doing that and pulled out some mirror wall install for tomorrow. Got a nice little mirror wall install for a builder and some cabinet glass and finish up the locks there. We got a little door bore. But like, I don't know, challenges is yes. I mean, I measure we're still I don't know, we're busy, but we're not. It's just piecing it together and coordinating it so it's efficient with the routes and making a full day out of it. So that's interesting right now. It's not like, hey, we got a whole new house, go stick in 5 shower doors in this house. We've got some of those, but they're waiting on painters to get out and stuff. So waiting on some painters to get out of our way, and then we can go.
Always, always.
Mm-hmm. But challenge, I don't know, sales
Being
rep. We need
efficient,
to,
sounds like, huh?
yeah, being efficient. I mean, or just making sure we're being efficient. I mean, that's where most of our. It's really not too terrible when it's slow because then hell, just go get something done at that point. Just bring me something I can invoice. You know, Mm,
Do you have a
um,
sales guy, Daniel?
you guys are all looking at them. Yeah, no, it's me and my dad, and then the one guy that works for us that he was a sales rep, but he had a stroke, so he rides with me on a normal basis. It's just us, me and him. We split it. It's a
Are
lot.
you making,
Yeah.
do you make calls every week? Like, are you cold calling? Like, what are you doing if
I mean,
sales, with that sales title?
we don't really have to. We don't really do sales anymore because we just stay busy without having to do sales. If I find myself with some time during the day and I pass a nice looking house and I see a builder's truck there, I'll usually take the opportunity to stop and say, "Hey, what's going on? It's me. I'm your glass guy. Not really, but so like if I'm doing sales, I'm cold calling on new construction. We don't really care about the phone ringing per se for like shower doors for like homeowners. We don't really like that too much. And if it happens, it happens. We target builders, so the majority of our work is referral, like just people that call us. Like so today, I went and measured a nice shower door for a designer. Called me a couple of days ago, said she had one ready to measure. Did that. I actually visited CRL here. Had to pick up some stuff to so that. Then there was another shower door. I had to go drop off some samples for selections. They trying to figure out what kind of gold they want. One of those gold issues on, but it's 3 showers in this remodel. Remodel. We're also doing the screens there that should be coming in soon. So and then from there, yeah, I mean it's yeah. And then probably tomorrow, I'm gonna go measure one of the sales rep that rides with me. He's on vacation, but you got to go measure. There's a kennel that we're doing. He's got a whole storefront system in a kennel. We're going to be doing probably about seven. I think it's like seven or so openings of storefront. So we'll be fitting that with insulated glass and metal and stuff. So just go measure the openings, and that'll be a nice one. That's probably if I can just guess somewhere between like a 30 and $40,000 job, I would imagine at least, depending on how many doors he does. So I don't know. We stay busy, but me and him are the sales reps. So the problems are that me and him are the sales reps right now. So that's our biggest problem is that the owners are the sales reps still. I don't want all the money. I don't want all the revenue, the money generating activity flowing through me and my dad. It needs to flow through a sales rep. So we have stuff that like I have basic accounts that I will pass off to a sales rep once they show that they can do it and they can service them when they're not busy for me. But that's our biggest challenge is finding a sales rep and having money flow through somebody
Oh,
else,
you have
because
one. You have one. He just had a stroke, right? Or
yeah,
you don't count him
yeah,
as a sales rep.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he's a sales rep. He's got, so on average, he's probably his goal is to like $18,000 a month. He'll he'll average maybe 15 right now. Like this next month, he'll have a good month. He's got the job I'm going to measure tomorrow is for him. So yeah, so we don't really. He can't drive, like so he can't drive. He can't drive. Not on our time. He can't. It's too much of a liability. So he just rides with me.
His goal, when you said it's 15,000 a month, that's him trying to drum up $15,000 of revenue, new revenue.
Yeah, Yeah, but it's most his revenue is typically repeat sales, customers. So
Okay.
just builders calling him back for stuff. Like we have one, he has a new construction house that we're doing a wine cellar in, just like a door and a window under the steps in the basement, a mirror wall in the gym. It's got 4 shower doors in it. We're doing all the door locks, so that's a door hardware takeoff, and it's got elevators that we're doing door hardware on, and cabinet glass. So he'll get at least about 20,000 to or so from that house, and that'll be done. Should all be done. Probably a little bit this month, and the rest of it next month will be finished.
I mean,
So
so if it's repeat business, how's he a sales guy? He's not really doing sales, right? I mean, it's more business account management,
it,
business management.
yes, it's like, I mean, it's like so you have vendors from Oldcastle or people like that, right? Who's your
Right.
sales rep? You have a
Yeah.
sales rep from them.
Mhm.
What do they do for you other than answer the phone when you have a problem? You still
Yeah.
Yeah,
send
so
them
I think it's
business,
more
but
of
they're
like an
still
account.
considered sales.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I come from a sales background, high level sales, and it was far different in that world, right? They were like, it was new to me when I started calling, you know, whichever glass fabricators, and they call them sales, although I wouldn't really categorize that as sales, right? Sales, in my opinion, is, you know, in layman terms, drumming up new business, right? Repeat business
mhm.
is only captured. Like you've got that, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be managed, right? It needs to be serviced, but it's not new business.
So
I don't know, just whatever. My
yeah.
total.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it originates as sales, and then we service it. The sales rep is responsible for servicing it and measuring it and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they don't just get to go get the sale and then say, "Here you go, take care of it, guys." They're
Sure.
supposed to establish the relationship with the builder, and anytime the builder calls, they're calling the sales rep and saying, "Hey, I got a new house for you to come measure. Let's meet. Let's go over what I want."
Mhm.
Yeah,
So they're
those builders that you're calling, is it like track home builders or like custom
hell,
home stuff?
hell no. We don't. We stay. We're too expensive. We're too expensive for production.
Well, that's why I was like, dang, that's like because we do, but we don't do any track home stuff because it's same reason we're too expensive. So
Yeah.
I was just curious, but yeah.
No, I entertained Fisher Homes one time. My dad let me entertain it just because they called, and the only reason they called is because we offered Rubbermaid shelving. And when I went and sat down with them, they had their prices set that they would pay for certain things, and they showed me the pricing for shelving. I was like, "That's less than our cost that we get." I'm like, well, I laughed. I was like, "This is not gonna work." They said, "Do we need to continue?" I was like, "Absolutely not." I said, "We're way too far apart." Like I said, in my mind, I said, I understand why he said we don't do track work. Just we're not built for that. We're not built for low margins, high volume. We're built for semi-custom to fully custom homes, and we're targeting, the majority of our builders that call us, they have, 4 or 5 shower doors in their houses, so it's
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's what we
yeah,
want. We're
same.
doing, I'd say on average, we're doing like 10 to 15 shower doors a week, from those people essentially, but like, um, but,
Yeah,
but yeah, we
yeah,
don't really
no,
do sales anymore. It'd be nice to do sales because then it'd be nice to have Sal drumming on that drum for us and bringing in sales and whatnot, but we don't beat on the drum anymore because we can't, we can't, like there's my time's gone and his time's gone, like we don't have any more left of us after what we're doing. So that's our stress point, if you want to know, Chris, is sales, needing a sales rep that can facilitate all that. So
I once paid. You know what Fiverr is?
Yeah,
yeah,
Fiverr.
So
my son loves it.
I paid a guy to do cold calls on builders. It was like I don't know, $400 or $500, and it was 8 hours or 18 hours, I can't remember, it was a couple years ago, of calls. And he logged everything in an Excel book. And he had actually people doing the calls, some of them doing for them. They were all American. Three people were doing calls, two of them were women, and he was doing the calls. Anyways, I was like, you know what? I was just starting out, so I was like, I gotta try it.
Mhm.
Um, and shockingly, I drummed up business there. I drummed up one of the contractors that I ended up working with did a single job of 90 grand with me. And then I had a bunch of contractors who are still with me today, just off of this one guy who called who knew nothing about glass. So it was interesting. I don't know, I found it on Fiverr and it was, for what it was, $500. It did its
Yeah.
job.
Did did they like did you provide all the leads, or they just you just said, hey, this is the criteria I'm looking for as
No,
far as
good
like my
question. No, good
customer
question. So before I did that on Fiverr, I found a guy who could pull a bunch of contractors and builders
got it?
in my local area, and he did that. Not all the numbers were good, and the guy who called logged that in the notes. Um, But all in all, it worked. I mean, for the $500, it completely paid for itself. I would have done
Yeah,
it again had I not actually hired a sales guy slash estimator.
yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, because I mean, I would have never thought of that. I've see builders every once in a while, like out and about, but I'll like drive by their offices and I haven't heard from them before, and just kind of drop a card and see what's up, but never really got too much from it. But yeah, no, that's a good idea.
It worked for me.
That's how I've gotten all mine, Cameron, like throughout the years. Like, so that when I started building my sales up, I guess, is I had business cards made. I first started trying to do sales when I first started, and I didn't know a damn thing about any of what we did. So they could, whenever I'd go cold call a builder, they could just see me from a mile away and know that I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Then after about 4 or 5 years, I figured out what I was doing, and then we got slow. We got slow, and I was always getting off around like 1 o'clock or something. So I was like, I can't be doing this. So instead, I started splitting my stops up and giving myself like an hour between my stops, and I'd just be hounding and cold calling. And then over time, I say over time, over like 10 years, finally they started calling, and even, eventually, and then they stay with you. So after 10 years, now I don't do sales anymore. I just let them call me, and then they've told enough people now too that I don't have to do the sales. So it's all just referral and repeat
That's
stuff.
how
But it taken
that's
a
how
while.
most of ours. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how most of ours is all referral business. I mean, we did, a couple of campaigns on Google and Yelp and stuff like that, because we do a lot of, I'd say,
Hmm.
90% residential and like remodels and stuff like that. So we get a lot of referrals from like tile guys that have used us in the past, and a
Hmm.
good handful of contractors. And then like I want to say about 3 years ago, we picked up a contractor that has like a franchise that's specifically like bathroom remodels, and they're a huge customer of ours. I mean, we probably do about 150 to 200 grand a year with them.
Hmm.
Um, and it's just, I mean, for a while too, when it got like this last year, when it was like really slow in the winter, it they were kind of keeping the lights on for us, because they were just busy, and we were just kind of just plugging away little projects here and there. But yeah, a lot of it's referrals for us though, for sure.
It's a slow method, but it's a sure method. The referral and 15 years in the making time period,
Yeah.
it only took 15 years, and now I don't do sales anymore. But so, I mean, there's a lot more growth opportunity, I would imagine. Like if we did start really pushing sales and pushing stuff online, but just not in a position to do that. We couldn't capture it if we got it.
That's kind of how we are too. Because I'm sales, GM, half installer. One of my guys calls out, and
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the above.
No,
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, if I'm doing an install, it's because it's a complicated one or somebody called out, and not necessarily a complicated one, but one that requires like patience or something. I have too much patience usually, like some
Yeah.
of the, but
Our
that's
biggest time stuck right now has been just just the oddball projects because we specialize in mainly mirrors and shower doors and stuff in the wine rooms. And
mhm,
like we've got one right now, and then it's not anything crazy, but they want like a display cabinet. Like this lady, she's having this cabinet maker build all these like little cubbies, and she wants little doors for every single one of them. And it's like where we were thinking, oh yeah, we'll use like the stereo cabinet hardware, and then it
mhm,
turned into, oh well, we want something bigger that that hardware can't take, but then we want something a little bit more light duty that's not exactly shower hardware because it's too expensive. And so it's
mhm,
like we're like going back, I'm like, oh my god. And then it just turns into more of a time suck that it's like, okay, now it's not even really worth my time messing with
yeah,
because I'm running in circles just trying to figure it out, and you guys haven't even given me a deposit because you don't even know how much it is yet. So, but it's like
yeah,
it seems like more and more of that stuff has been popping up that we've been getting, and it's just spinning my wheels.
mhm. Yeah, that's we kind of I can tell when we're slow because we start saying yes to more of that kind of crap, and we're not having to say no to it because we're too busy doing other stuff. So that's how I can tell when we're slow is we're saying yes to things that we would normally say no to. So that's one way I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we just have to figure out how to make money on the things that we should say no to that we say yes to. Like, then it's figure it out.
And then it's always those ones where you're just like, I'll bid it a little high because maybe they won't go for it, and then they go for
Mhm.
it, and then and then it ends
Yeah.
up being a big pain in the ass.
Yeah,
So
I
any
think what's worse is when you end up doing something for a little bit less than you really should have done it for some reason. You feel like, okay, yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this. I don't know, I never do this, but this one case, I'm going to do it for a little bit less. And then that's the job everything goes wrong on. And then you're
yeah,
just like, oh, now I remember why I don't do this, man.
hmm
Sucks.
yeah, we had one of those. It was a bigger job last year, and it was like we were slow, but then it's like we had like a huge influx of calls and stuff, and then this one particular customer kind of like caught me off guard with the bigger project, and it was just like I went out there and it was like half the stuff was done, half of it wasn't, and he just wanted glass throughout the whole house, and so then it just turned into like this like going all over the place, and then it was just like he needed the pricing like right away, so then I kind of rushed it and then ended up underbidding a little bit because he said, it just kind of caught me off guard the way everything happened. And it was one of those jobs where it's just like, okay, yeah, I can make this work, it'll be fine. And then it's just like literally one thing after another getting screwed up, reorders. Oh, this came in damaged, or we didn't catch it when it came in, and now it's already past the cutoff to get a remake or whatever. And it was just a 1 week job turned into like almost 4.5 months of just like back and forth, and it was a nightmare.
I
Yeah, it
told
was.
I told Daniel this a couple days ago. I just did a large staircase railing and it was a large job. Anyways, six panels that go down that are on the landing that I got from Oldcastle. The tempered stamp they put on the top of the glass. And Oldcastle is fighting with me that I should have told them where to put the logo. So I'm in a battle with Oldcastle right now. And of course, as you're walking on the landing, that's the one thing you can see in the glass. You don't see, and there's standoffs, right? So the glass is extra tall. It's on standoffs on the balcony. And so as soon as you're walking by this glass, you just see the logos. So I don't know if anyone else has experience with Oldcastle with that, but they were wonderful doing that to me.
Well, I had a job once where it was all steel sash, doors, insulated, and an order from Oldcastle. And then there were two separate orders, one for the bugs on the left, one for the bugs on the right. When the order came in, they were all on the left. I called them up, and they looked at the PO and go, "Oh."
Yeah.
So
But they
remade
remade them for you though.
they remade them all.
Yeah, because you stipulated. Their
I was
argument to me was I didn't stipulate. And I
Yeah.
said every fabricator in my life that I've worked with puts the bug in the bottom right or the bottom left. Either one would have been fine.
No, I always tell them where I want it.
You do?
Hell
Just
yeah.
Castle or everybody?
Oh, everybody.
Okay. I mean, I've never had an issue with that, but maybe
And
I'm gonna
especially if you're putting the glass in a U channel, that's buried 3 inches, you want the bug up 4 inches so you can see the bug.
I don't care to see the bug.
Huh?
I don't care to see the bug. It could be
Oh,
my
inspector does.
Yeah, the inspector's like he cares about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I never had that problem until now.
Yeah, we've had that a few times on showers. We'll get panels where they, on the mainly on the door. Like most of the time, they know which direction is the bottom. But we've had them, fab it upside down or put the stamp, on the top, and I'm like, oh my God. And yeah, it's just staring you right in the face. Sometimes we'll run it and see if they
If they
don't
say
say
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's
I've
one of
actually
those
polished
things.
them out a little, where they're not so bright. They don't stand out.
I'm gonna try to buff it out. I have one of the Glasswell buffers. I'm gonna try to buff it out.
Yeah, you can do that.
They told me I sent them an email. I mean, we're going back and forth. I'm sure they'll end up covering it. They haven't told me yes yet, but I was just shocked that they even argued with me.
Yeah.
Or you get an insulated unit with the bug here and here.
Oh, and yeah,
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
Brain dead there.
Hard to fix
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We don't specify logos, I think, when we order the insulated glass, so those typically end up where they end up for us. I mean, they usually end up in the bottoms, but then it's a question of whether they install them in the bottoms because they're usually square pieces. So
Right.
If I'm doing a pair of doors, and make
Mhm.
all the bugs on the hinge side,
Yeah.
I'll tell them, especially it's got solar band or something, so.
And if it's a square rectangle piece, it's going to be tough to know what's top and bottom. But with this glass railing, especially, this was standoff, right? Like there's holes at the bottom of the glass and then none at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, especially got holes.
Yeah, that's a little bit more obvious for sure.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, that's a plant guy who doesn't care. He's just stamping.
Mhm.
Anyways, any tips on my glazers suck at siliconing like 1/4 inch gaps. And it has come out looking like shit. So any tips and tricks anyone uses?
Measure tighter.
Come on, get out of here.
Practice,
Do better.
practice.
Do better.
Just do better. Just get them all like little get well card, get better cards, and give them to them. Say here,
Get better cards.
I thought you need this because just need to get better.
My guys, they kind of go back and forth as far as when they tool it. Lately that he's been using, because we prep everything with alcohol.
Yeah.
And so he'll run a pretty fat bead over it, and then just do just a quick spritz of the alcohol to kind of make it easier to tool. And that's been kind of our way of doing it for those bigger gaps.
Right, but then you're pushing it on the outside. So what, he goes on the other side then and does
So
it again?
Well, you gotta be.
Yeah. Or have, basically we've done it too, where like the really big ones where we'll have two guys going one on each side and just try and go at the same time. Yeah, that's been the only way that we've kind of figured it out, because I know what you're talking about. Because
Does anyone tape? Does anyone tape?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, yeah.
How do you tape? Tim, how do you tape?
What do I tape? I tape the glass.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Well, I pre-tape everything in the shop, before I go out.
You do?
Yeah.
You pre-tape all your glass before you
Yeah.
install it?
We look at it, make sure it's right, pre-tape it, put all the hardware on, and go out, put it in.
Huh.
I mean, I'm not that big a shop, so it's nothing
That's
for
what
us.
our guys do too. Yeah.
Huh?
That's what our guys do too. All our showers get inspected, measured, and 1.5 inch masking tape around the perimeter before it goes
Yeah.
to site.
We
Before
tape them
we move
all
in
and
there.
put pull
Oh, wow.
tabs and
1.5 inch masking around the perimeter? An
Yeah.
1.5 inch from the edge of the glass?
No, 1.5 inch wide masking tape right along.
Oh,
I
the
just
why
I
do
used to use a 1 inch tape. That's what I use.
For
It's
what
just
purpose do you do the entire perimeter?
because we caulk the perimeter for ours,
Yeah.
and we use a putty knife just to tool it, so it just tools flat.
Okay, just to give you a clean line. But
Yeah.
okay.
How far off of the glass are you guys going? I think that's what he was trying to get at too.
We just
How
follow the
fast?
arrows for ours, and then just like run a razor blade right along the arrows, and then
Yeah.
Got it.
it's a flat. Yeah.
So you go right to the edge of the glass and then cut back as much as you want once it's installed, sort of
We just
thing.
go to the micro bevel and
That's it.
Okay.
on the glass and
I'm not
put it in.
following.
We'll tape the wall and silicone it, and it looks great.
What they're saying they run the tape right to the edge of the glass.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
they cut over an eighth or 3/16 or whatever they need to where,
No,
right?
no. So the flat polish has the micro bevel on it.
Okay, yeah, a little
So
chamfer
we
sort of
tape to that.
Okay.
We tape to that, and then we'll tape the wall
Okay.
and run the silicone and tool it, and we're done.
Okay. Right. You're taping up to the chamfer.
Yeah.
I don't have enough patience for that. I thought I had patience, but I don't have
You
enough
just
patience
said
for that.
you just said you're Mr. Patient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Mr.
You
Patient.
can't take your story back.
Just fucking
I recant my statement.
stick your finger on that thing and silicone.
Your words were
Yeah.
literally, I have
It's
sometimes too much patience.
It's a little
Yeah,
little
but
lick on the finger, and then whoop.
Oh yeah.
Then
just
My
done.
fingers, my fingers got 50 years of silicone.
just silicone
So
that damn thing and don't get it on the glass.
Yeah,
So we use those blue tools like you use for windshields.
Yeah.
I'd have to pay our guys less if they took time to do that, taping it.
Well, think
Doesn't
of
take
all
that
the
long,
time.
and it gives a nice job.
Takes you 15
Yeah.
minutes.
And you should
tops.
see
Do the
some.
whole
Saves you
shop.
time on the job, man. I
You
mean,
should see
Yeah,
some of
it's
the
cool.
shower doors I go out to look at.
What if you're paying 100 guys 15 minutes to tape it?
Then you're making
Take
a lot of
15 minutes to
money.
tape it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good answer, man. Dude, this is the first time I've ever heard this. So it's like, so I've been here for a long time. It's like for like 10 or 15 years or something. Been doing this call for like, I don't know, 3 or 4. I've never heard anyone ever say that they pre-tape their glass before it leaves the shop.
How long? Tim's been on these calls with you at least that long. How is he
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. And now there's two people on the call saying,
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 of us that are right.
no, you're absolutely right. I mean, where were you 10
Yeah.
years ago when I needed to hear this? You know?
Before
Before I
keeping
gave
all
up
that.
silicone altogether.
Yeah. Sorry, there's 1 of us that are right, 2 of us that are closer.
Man, I just silicone it, spray glass cleaner, and get my little blue squeegee, and it comes right off nice and clean. And then I back it with my finger, so you have the nice little slick.
So
Yeah,
Think-
but you know, what about like
glass.
1/4 inch gaps in between a transom, let's say? Those are tough.
yeah, so have you seen those? I'll see
Why
if
are
I
you
can find it on
siliconing
the-
a transom though? Why?
Steam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, have you seen
This your
those
first
videos
shower?
on Facebook with that guy that he goes around and he like silicones like baseboards and whatever, and he's using like a that little wood shim or whatever that he cuts down, sprays it with like soapy water, and he's like tooling it like crazy. Dude,
Yeah.
I was like blown away because just barely touch it with my finger, you make a big ass freaking mess, half the time. And he's doing it with a wood shim. I'm like, dude, there's no, I would have never, I haven't tried it yet, but
I seen
I'm
that one
very
too.
curious. Yeah, he's got a couple of them.
I have talked to two guys. One guy owns a glazing company, the other guy owns a carpenter company, and both of them have separate companies where all they do is caulk. That's all they do.
Yeah, it was crazy. He has a whole freaking like bag with a bunch of different sizes of these little sticks and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it was
Who
amazing
thought?
job. But
Yeah.
I would, yeah, same here. I would have never thought.
Back when we did commercial work, we'd use the two-part caulking.
Well, that's different. Yeah.
Have it like a 3-gallon pail, and you mix it up,
Mhm.
catalyst in, and then you have the long caulking gun that you screw to it, and you just suck it in and put a big tip on it, and you're
That's
done.
old, that's old school, man. I remember my dad doing that.
Huh?
I remember seeing my dad do that. That was old school, man.
And if you don't put the catalyst in, it'll never harden up.
Yeah, good thing we don't have to do that. Heck no.
Yeah.
Well, like back in the day too, you got shellac the mirrors, the back of them, to prep them for
I,
glue or
yep,
for the mastic.
I remember that.
Yeah, my dad,
No,
that's
but
what he used to do back in the day.
what kind of silicone do you use? But Saul, what silicone do you use?
Oh,
That might help too.
no, I'll tell you. It's I got it out. It's their the S90, I think it is from FHC. You've
You use the RTV?
I haven't tried that one.
uh-uh. Hang
I
on.
use FHC's RTV clear silicone. Perfect, man. It works best with shower doors. It's thick and it's not runny, so you have more control and you have more.
What my guy said today.
Huh, huh, huh.
I bought some of that and we are using it on shower doors. He didn't like it.
You don't
Oh,
like it?
He likes the regular stuff.
Yeah. No, I like the RTV. I use it. My guys like it. It feels the crack better.
It's mildew resistant.
It's
Well,
mildew resistant. Yes, it
yeah.
is.
What's the number? S450?
450. Let me see.
See? Yeah, yeah.
It
I think
takes
I used the
it
150, the S150.
takes a little bit to get
yeah.
used to working with it because it skins really fast.
It
So you've only
does.
got about like 10 seconds to tool it
It's
for it
a,
to start to skin over. But I'll tell
Especially
you
in
what,
humid environments.
once you get
Yeah.
used to it, it's the best stuff, man. It's got just the perfect modulus. It's just compressible enough, just stretchy enough. It's like perfect. And it's got just a slight
Chris, which one are you talking about?
RTV.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And it sticks to everything, dude. It sticks
it
to
does.
stick. It sticks to everything. It's awesome. So it sticks to itself. I mean, they don't claim it to, right? Because silicone just doesn't stick to silicone, but it really does better than any other silicone for sure.
Okay, so it's neutral cure.
The S450.
It's what it yeah, it's 450. Yeah, it's water resistant. I don't know. Let me
What's the price on that? You guys, how much you guys paying for that one?
860.
yeah, 860. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, I
I
think
get the. I've been using that BioSeal for shit 4 or 5 years now. The green tube, and that stuff is freaking, it rocks. It's
yeah, you
got this
like it,
little
huh?
cobia. I like it a lot. Yeah, my guys, we've gone back and forth a couple different brands, and that's been the one, or we keep going back to that one because it's got a pretty good, like we were talking about skimming over. It's not as fast as like what you're talking about. It's not like within 10 seconds, but we like it, and it doesn't have like any crazy smell either. So a lot of the homeowners like it too. And it's
RTV,
it's the antimicrobial or whatever.
yeah, RTV doesn't have a weird smell either. I don't think so. I'm just used to it, so I don't know. But now I've done the shower doors where I've gone back, maybe do a little adjustment on a door, and I'll look at it. It doesn't get moldy or nothing. It looks like the day I left. So it's pretty good stuff, man. It's
I mean, I'll try. Um, I'll try. It doesn't say that it's mildew resistant, but I'll definitely try it.
Doesn't? Let me see.
No, I don't think it doesn't say it's not billed as mildew resistant, but
It was.
Which is why I went with the S150. But I'm opposed to changing, especially if my glazers do a better job of.
and like mildew resistant is just that. It's mildew resistant. So not mildew proof.
You mean it's in the name?
Definitely not mold proof. You know? So it's like
Yeah.
any silicone will mold, you know.
Okay.
I mean, but so
Wait,
yeah,
so
go with
how are we
That's
defining
not what
mildew
Dow
and
Corning
mold?
says.
right, exactly. Good question. So go with what works best for you, you know, and another thing I like about RTV is it's not as stinky, you know, people, so it's like you're not leaving that nasty, stinky, vinegary smell.
Less vinegary, yeah.
That's the best part about silicone.
Oh man, that's the best part about
Hey, Chris, how do
Especially
you know
first
that?
thing
And
in
the
You
the
don't use
morning,
taste.
man.
silicone.
Nah, getting in your mouth, man, burning your
Yeah,
lips. That's the best
and the
part.
taste. Yeah.
Gunther on the back of mirror. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris, how do you know that? You don't use silicone.
I don't know, but I heard. I, I read about it in a magazine.
Okay.
You read a cocky magazine, huh?
Yeah,
Had a put their cock in it. Okay.
busted.
I have kind of a funny story. At least I thought it was funny, and me and my brother did. When me and my brother were working with my dad in the summertime, and my dad was he was caulking a shower door, and he got he got caulking in his eye, and me and my brother, we were like 15, 14 and stuff, and my God, we had a field day with it, and he got so pissed off because we were just dying laughing, saying, Dad got caulk in his eye. And we just could not stop, and he got so pissed off, man. Like he didn't like it.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Don't put it in your eye.
No, definitely not.
That's the takeaway from tonight's call.
Yeah.
Here's the other
Yep.
thing. When you're tooling, caulking, always remember caulk, lick, then tool. Never tool and then lick. Because it tastes terrible.
It's terrible.
Let's try that later.
And then don't touch your eye after that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
All
And
right.
don't swallow.
Cock, lick, tool, swallow. Got it.
You gotta get kicked off the air, Chris.
All right, we better get out of here.
All
Have a
right.
good one, guys.
Good night.
Hey guys, we'll see you.
Yeah.